Do you struggle for sales motivation? Do you look at the diary and think, oh, I've got to go and do this today? Or wake up and think, oh, goodness me, I've got to focus on that today? If so, your motivation levels are low. It's a critical part of sales, and it's something in the EQ element that could cause you some sales issues if you don't deal with it. My name is James White. I'm a small business sales expert, and in this video, I'm going to talk about motivation and how you can build your own sales motivation in order to be able to achieve what you want to and get the results that you dream of. And if we put in place the right tips and tools that I talk about, you're going to be motivated, you're going to be driven to achieve the success that matters for you and your family. So in sales, our whole approach and engagement with prospects is everything. Ultimately, people want to buy from people that they think care about their situation and feel passionate about trying to help them solve it. And if your motivation and if your drive doesn't come through, it should bubble out of you ideally. Not in the sense you become an extrovert, but it should be something you care about in the way you talk, the way you feel confident, the way you be assured. And yet so many salespeople I meet are just bored. They're a bit down, they're a bit like they can't be bothered anymore. And I always think if you haven't got that enthusiasm to drive and to take activity and to serve and engage with your audience, then the chances are it's going to be the small percentage that actually people start to see through. You've probably got competition, you've probably got other challenges in the market space. There's other reasons why buyers aren't doing what they're doing. So your motivation levels need to be at the top that they can be in order to win business consistently. So why do salespeople sometimes lack motivation? Here are the common 2 or 3 things that I see. The first thing is this: they have no drive or motivation to actually achieve anything. They're not quite sure what they're doing it for. And when they don't have that motivation or reason to do something, the motivation starts to drop. I always say go back and look at your vision board maybe for what you want to achieve, or maybe have a look at maybe a target that you've got to do something nice with a house, or to buy a car, or to achieve something for maybe a family member. Or maybe start to think about what's actually driving you to be successful. Maybe someone's told you you couldn't be successful in sales and selling. Go back to your motivation, write it down. Write down your drivers that you want to be successful for. And then when you go through those tough moments, those moments where you don't feel great, look back at that. Maybe it's on your phone or in a notepad, and it can reinforce you why you're doing what you're doing. The second point around motivation is that maybe you're just in a position where the money part of it, and you've come to the stage in your life and you thought, the money doesn't drive you and excite you. I was listening to a brilliant guy called Gary Brecker, who used to work in the insurance industry. And he worked there for 20 years and then just decided that what he was doing, which was identifying how long people would live, didn't excite him. But what did excite him was being in a position how he could help people save their lives. And that's how he then turned everything he did to motivate to create his own business and become the success that he is now. So really underpin what's driving you. What's your mission, your vision that you really want to achieve? And maybe the company that you're working for, that vision and mission is different. And that's maybe what's the disconnect between you and your motivation to do something and where they are. You've got to have that internal fire that makes you want to get up in the morning. I always call it the duvet chuck, that ability to pick yourself up in the morning and get going and be motivated to get out early and to do things. And whether that's because you want to be like, I want to be in a position where I help small business owners everywhere get results. Maybe yours is to help save the planet, or to help someone achieve a skill, or to solve a problem. I don't know, but go back and have a look at that and see what that motivational driver is for you to get up in the morning and give your all for the day. And number 3 around motivation is sometimes we don't feel like we're in a position to look after ourselves in the right way. Maybe we've been too many nights out recently, or eaten too many of the wrong foods, or not exercising enough. Or maybe we've also been in a position where we're spending too many time looking at things that maybe are taking our time away from what we really care and passionate about. Or we're not spending enough time with loved ones, whatever it is. Our motivation drops because we're feeling a bit down and a bit deflated, and life's getting on top of us. So the best way in order to be able to solve that is to focus on the people that matter in your life. Put time in your diary to spend time with loved ones or friends and family. I always call it the onion exercise, and make sure you spend time with the people you love. It boosts you up to then increase your motivation. When I do things with my family, for example, it always makes me extra motivated to go and do work because I know what I'm doing it for is to spend time to help look after them. Make sure that you look after your body by making time for physical exercise, going to the gym maybe, or maybe if you're the sort of thing where you want to get out and have a walk in the morning, do that. The key things that we've got to be able to do is understand what drives us internally and put time aside to look after our body. Once someone always told me that the body is the business, and if our body's in good shape and our mind's feeling in good shape, we're going to be motivated to do what we want to do. And especially if we link that to what our achievements are and what our vision and mission is in the world, then we're going to be in a better place to achieve the results we want. So motivation is a key factor in sales and selling. If you're not motivated, the chances are, why should your clients be motivated to buy from you? If you can't be bothered, why should they be bothered? You've got to use motivation as a driving force to get you up and to get you focused on what you've got to achieve. Make it your goal to be able to say, I'm not just going to settle for a job. This is my motivation to be the best I can be, and this is how I'm going to do it. And when you commit to being that and doing that as a salesperson, great things start to happen. So I hope this video has helped you. If you've got some tips on motivation, what do you use to get yourself inspired that you can share with others? Put them in the comment section below. Let's make sure we get sales and business people everywhere motivated to do brilliant things and achieve incredible success. Thanks for watching the video. If you've enjoyed it, like and subscribe to the channel. If you have, see you next week for another video.